We're talking stadiums here, Jason.
Yes.
We got a bit of an update on the stadium situation elsewhere on Monday, but we got an update from South Florida. Freedom Park Stadium in Miami. Looks like there is actually a stadium going in there after much deliberation and lots of politicking. The construction is underway, and local YouTuber Football Miami TV got some views as close as he could to this project.
Yeah, the highlight to this YouTube creator who's down there. I think he's doing pretty actually, I've seen a couple of different people doing construction.
This gentleman is doing monthly by the look of it.
Okay, so we've got a couple of people doing updates down there construction-wise on Miami Freedom Park. And, look, there's some complicated feelings around Inter Miami right now, Rob. Some people are not necessarily fans of Inter Miami.
If I was a glib person and I'm watching this right now, it'd be like, who cares? By the time this stadium is open, Messi will be gone and no one cares about this team.
Well, there's a real big push to make sure that Messi plays on this field when it opens next year. Now, they have to sign Lionel Messi to a new contract, and last time I checked, that man has not signed a new contract with Inter Miami. It's leading to the kind of speculation, you know that Lionel Messi is good clickbait, Rob. I don't know if you knew that. If you're aware that Lionel Messi is the kind of player that can drive attention to your website if you are someone who's willing to put up things that are maybe spurious or not necessarily the most well-sourced information.
Him and Ronaldo are the kind of topics where you see so many clickbaity articles. It's really hard to know. Like, I barely even follow it because there's so many, just a plethora, just anything with their name in it and a sentence, and they'll put it out there. So whether he's sold, I think I've seen 10 articles saying he has planned a new contract, 10 saying he refuses to ever sign one. So I don't know where the truth is there.
Exactly. And there's even stuff, that's coming out from other places. Oh, Lionel Messi's going to sign with this other team in Europe or this other team in Argentina or whatever. And none of that is clear yet. And so, but obviously Jorge Mas, this is not the house that Messi built, because it was the plans were underway before Messi arrived, but it essentially will be the stadium that Messi blesses with his presence if he plays there.
You just made me shudder thinking about all the praise that'll go for the house that Messi built. You just gave them their hashtag.
Oh, they're gonna use. I didn't like create something completely original that no one has ever thought of before, right?
You put it in my mind, at least.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll take credit then. But it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice stadium. Like if you look at the location, it's not the best located stadium in American soccer, but it's not terrible either. Just getting a stadium under construction in America is tough. And as a soccer fan who wants to see soccer grow, I can't say that this is a bad thing that this stadium is going to exist in Miami, and it could take Miami to a new level. But there's still a lot of questions around some of the things that are happening with Inter Miami. And again, does Messi's departure, which is going to come and probably sometime soon, does that change the trajectory of this club? Does it affect the popularity of MLS? Does it do a lot of things? Like, if you take Messi out of the equation, what does that do? What does that change about how successful any of this can be?
I have a feeling that they're going to do something to continue his name to be associated with the team beyond his playing days. I just had an idea that popped into my head. If he does in fact get to play here, and I think someone in the chat is talking about adding him to a Ring of Honor. What do you think about it? Could be Messi sponsor stadium, like Messi's Think Pink Stadium or whatever that could be. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to tagline.
You mean
like
Lionel Messi's Moss Stadium, the drink that Lionel Messi has? It's called, is it Moss Plus? Is that what it is technically? Moss Plus? Maybe it could be Moss Plus Stadium. I mean,
yeah.
The reason it's Freedom Park, by the way, I think, I don't know if people are clear on this or not, and it probably will remain Freedom Park, something Freedom Park, right? Freedom Park, Moss Plus Freedom Park. It could be that. I mean, I don't know that Moss Plus is likely to be the sponsor for the stadium, but it's possible. But the reason it's Freedom Park is because Jorge Mas is very much tied into the Cuban community in Miami, part of a family that left Cuba during the revolution, when Fidel Castro took over. They are very much on that side of the Cuban political equation. And so for Jorge and for the Mas family, this is a matter of America is freedom, freedom from Fidel, freedom from communism, freedom. It's a political statement as much as it's about soccer, right? And Jorge Mas was not a soccer guy before he got pulled into this and recruited, and probably his eyes opened up and went, "Oh, I can use this as a vehicle for all these other things I want to do." Right? So, I'm not saying any of that is bad necessarily. I'm not making a judgment on Jorge Mas. I'm just saying that you have to keep in mind that this is not just about the soccer for Jorge. This is about what this stadium represents for him and his family and the Cuban exile community and all things.
Indeed. Thanks to Football Miami TV. I think that's the last of the shots he has of the stadium. But thank you to him and others who are monitoring this. It's a topic because, like you said, building stadiums anywhere but in the United States is difficult. On Monday, we talked about NYCFC's stadium. I think it's Etihad Park is actually underway, which is a long storied project that people weren't sure if it was ever going to happen. Similar to Miami that we just saw on screen there. A stadium is being built. And it kind of puts pressure on those other places that have been, hard done by to get a stadium project underway. Kind of puts the pressure on them to see if they can afford it, like the Bostons of the world and other cities such as that are really been in a bind for, or at least a quagmire of sorts for a long time.
Yeah, there is a little bit. I don't know if it's a development, but the primary for Boston mayor happened last night.
Oh,
and Michelle Wu. So it's confirmed that Michelle Wu and Joshua Kraft will battle for the mayorship in Boston. Michelle Wu, the incumbent mayor, of course. She is the one who, of course, said that maybe there was something not great going on with the plan to build the stadium in Revere, and because even though Revere is not part of Boston, because it's a locality directly next to Boston and could affect traffic in Charlestown, that Boston would have a say in this. And, it's been used as a political topic. The Kraft family, Michelle Wu, I don't know that it's Michelle Wu's completely against the project, but there's certainly something there to keep an eye on now that we see that she indeed will be running, she'll be up for the mayor for another term as mayor, and more than likely she's going to win based on what the polls are saying.
Indeed, and we'll keep our eyes on those developments